Hi, my name is Gert and I will walk you through this presentation today. This video explains how to easily turn SharePoint into a distribution platform by using the CI Hub connector. I will show you how to create a reliable, value-added and flexible digital solution with CI Hub. This is to enrich SharePoint with content from any source without time-consuming and costly interface customization, and without project-specific implementation. In other words, we connect the information ecosystem with your SharePoint application. With more than 60 systems connected out of the box, CI Hub is the world-leading provider of in-app connectivity. Now, in-app connectivity means we bring the content to where it's mainly consumed, into the application. And the CI Hub connector is available for 17 of the leading apps. So let's go into it and see how this distribution platform will look like. And after that, I will show you how to create this environment within 10 minutes. Using CI Hub gives you and your customers the freedom of choice to change existing sources, add new sources, and thus extend SharePoint to a central platform that delivers added value to users. Motivated users will enjoy using the SharePoint application on a daily basis. Why? Because with the CI Hub, SharePoint content can be used with drag and drop in Microsoft applications such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Outlook. I will also show you how internal and external marketing departments who are known to use Adobe Creative Suite products can use content from SharePoint directly within the Adobe applications. Saving layouts and graphics to SharePoint from within the Adobe application also brings tremendous benefits. UI user experience design teams can easily leverage SharePoint content in their favorite design app, such as Figma or Sketch, and make the results directly available. Intranet content, such as images or documents, can be automatically kept up to date. It doesn't matter where the files originate, in digital asset management, in OneDrive, or in cloud storages like Box. The same applies to website content if you use WordPress as a CMS, for example. The provisioning and monitoring of images and documents stored in SharePoint is done via the CI Hub connector. Latest versions and files can be updated on demand. So this is how it works. Let's start with connecting the information ecosystem to SharePoint. I'm going to launch the CI Hub add-in and connect the first source system to SharePoint. It could be OneDrive. I have direct access to the content and can now browse through the folders and their contents. Thumbnails are available to help me identify the files. To connect multiple source systems in one step, the so-called profiles can be stored and loaded. My profile consists of OneDrive, Box as cloud storage, the FADEL digital rights management system, Getty Images as a stock provider, as well as Brandfolder and Celum as DAM systems. All systems are now accessible and I can easily switch between systems and access their content. Double-clicking the thumbnail brings me to the detail view where I have all visual control over versions and access to metadata content. The next step would be connect some of the assets from these source systems to SharePoint and make them available for the teams. I select a folder, then select a source system, and I'm going to add 2 files from the Brandfolder DAM system. By the way, a Fulltext Search and Filter options are included. But this depends on the capabilities of the source system which is currently connected. And as you can see, we have now connected and placed two assets into the folder DAM content from the brand folder DAM system. Next, I will add files from Box, which is a cloud storage system, and here is another feature, the renditions. That reduces the file size and brings better performance for the users. But you can stick to the original. This feature enables you also to use files like Adobe Illustrator and make them available for Office users by transforming the AI file into a PNG file. So we have added two more files, and what we're going to do is we want to have an inventory of all the assets that have been placed within the folder documents within SharePoint. To do so, just click the little link icon on the upper right corner and you get a full overview of all the assets that are available in SharePoint. You can see the source system, and on the right hand side there is a little warning symbol, this one here that says there is a newer file available. You get a visual control of all versions that have been created, and you see that the second one is currently selected. Now that our ecosystem is connected to SharePoint and our assets are available, let's see what the business team can do. I switch to Word, and as you can see, it's the same interface we have in SharePoint, and I'm just connecting to the SharePoint environment, and I can browse through the folders and through the structure which is identical to the SharePoint structure. I can do full-text search, or I can filter. I can add files by drag and drop them onto a Word document. And let's take the second one. I have also the ability to select renditions to keep the file size and the document file size quite low. And that's how it goes. I can add this document to SharePoint by just clicking the Add File button, type a new file name, and the document is automatically uploaded to SharePoint, and it's available immediately. So if I have to do some changes within the document, I can do so and then create a new version of the existing file and upload it to the SharePoint system. So let's switch again to SharePoint, go to the folder we've just worked in, and you can see the new file is immediately available. So let's see what the internal and external marketing teams can do with the SharePoint distribution platform. I'm going to switch over to the Adobe InDesign application, launch the CI Hub plugin for Adobe. I'm connected to SharePoint, and as you can see, I have the same overview of all the content that we had in Word. So let's place some images from SharePoint into the Adobe document. Here we go. I can easily switch between source systems. Let's say I'm going to add some text which is stored in a cloud storage system. Just select the file and you can drag and drop metadata content onto the document. The same is working in Word or in PowerPoint or in Excel. It's even working in Microsoft Outlook. So let's add some graphics in here. and our document is ready to be uploaded to SharePoint. And to do so, I select my target folder on the SharePoint system, click the Add File button, and I can decide whether I want to have a PDF included or not. Just click the OK icon, and the InDesign document and the PDF file are uploaded to SharePoint. Let's go back to SharePoint for a second and take a look in the marketing folder we've just created. Here we go. These are the two files, the PDF and the InDesign document. Currently available for all the teams that have access to the SharePoint server, where you can do approval workflows and whatever you need. Let's say there is an external agency who is doing the retouching for images. So they have access via the CI Hub panel to SharePoint. They can open images, do their changes within the image, and if they have the rights to do so, they can add new files to the SharePoint system, also by clicking the Add File button directly from Photoshop. Create a new file name and add the file to the SharePoint system. And if they have the rights to do so, they can also create versions of these files. So now you can see that this file is immediately available in the SharePoint system that has just been created by the external agency. So it's ready to be used in Office 365 or in any other application. To create a version for external partners is also quite easy. Just do some changes in the images to have a visual control of what we are currently doing. Save the file as a new version to SharePoint. And to do so, I just need to click the Update File icon, and that's it. And that's how it goes. The updated file is also immediately available. Let's open it again in SharePoint. And as you can see, this is the new version the external agency just created. So let's see what the UI UX design team can do with the CI Hub connector and SharePoint. I'm currently in Figma, which is a design tool for interface, and I'm connected to SharePoint. The same user interface from the CI Hub side. You can select images and place them directly into Figma, and you can create components with images from SharePoint within Figma. And when your work is done and you want to send it to approval, just as we did before in the other tools, click the Add File button, select a file and do an upload to SharePoint, and that's it. So switching back to SharePoint, and let's see if that file has already arrived. And here we go. This is the whole design of the Figma document. Next, what is doable within SharePoint for the intranet website? So quite easy. Just go to the folder, grab the files that have been added from a DEM system or from a cloud storage system, add them to your website, and they're displayed. They're not only available in the Documents folder, but they are connected to the source system. So if the source system gets any updates or newer versions, you'll be informed by the check panel within the CI Hub add-in, and you can see that there is currently no newer version available. We're all good. By clicking the details section, you can see that there is the remote ID available. This asset comes from box.com and is connected to SharePoint. Now, what happens if this file is going to be updated within the Box cloud storage system? To demonstrate this, I'm going to change this image and create a new version within the Box system by clicking the Update File button in Photoshop and upload a new version to Box system. So let's switch back to SharePoint and see what happened. This is the inventory I just did. Let's do it again. And you can see that there is a warning that says there is a newer version available. So I just select the new version, click relink, and the file will be updated wherever it has been used in the SharePoint environment. So let's update this Word document also. Select the latest version, click the relink button, and the Word document is updated. Let's just cross-check at the front end. And this is the file we've just updated. Let's check it. Yep, version 3 is available. So that works perfect. But is it working on public website also? Let's see. If you're using, let's say, WordPress as a CMS, it's the same way of working. Let's add an image from SharePoint to WordPress. So same interface, go to SharePoint, access all the assets that have been stored in SharePoint, and I'm going to add the file, but in this case I would like to use a rendition because it's the website. I choose the large rendition, place the image, and we're done. So it's still connected to SharePoint, so if something will be changing in SharePoint, if there is a new version available, you'll get automatically updated information within your content management system. In this case, it's WordPress. So our website content is managed by SharePoint. That's perfect. But what happens if we are using a work management system like Workfront or Asana? Well, that's also connected. So I've just created a folder for work management. I'm switching over to the CI Hub add-in. I'm connected to Asana. I can search for my tasks, filter my tasks. I can write comments to the Asana system from your SharePoint application. And I can access the assets that have been stored in the task of Asana, and I can use them in my SharePoint application. In this case, this is an image and an InDesign document. I can both add them to my SharePoint system. That's it. Back to my work management folder, and as you can see, the files have been added to my SharePoint system. So our setup is nearly perfect. One thing I would like to add, and I would like to show that to you, is the digital rights management. So if it comes to digital rights and you want to check them, we're connected to FADEL, which is one of the leading digital rights management systems. You can see that all the files can be checked with just one click. You say that's an in date and an out date for the campaign, the territory, and the usage, maybe print or online or whatever campaigns you may run. You can check them against the system, and this little icon shows all the detailed information. You get a table overview in the detail view. You see that it's not usable in this date. So it's not working in Germany, not working in the United States. So let's change the date. Let's run the check again. And it only takes a few seconds, and you can see the result now. They are both available in both territories, and we've currently checked all the assets that are displayed within here. So you see this one is not available in Germany, but it's available in the US of A. So our digital rights check is done. So our distribution platform for digital assets built with SharePoint is ready to go live. We've connected several source systems, and we made the content available for any application, for any department. And we've created this solution within minutes with a CI Hub connector. That's amazing, isn't it? So let's do a short recap. We've just created a solution with a single and easy to use presentation layer for all content. There is no training effort for using source systems. You can access digital assets where they are consumed within the app. You can simplify the usage of content for any channel, and you have a full control over the used content. So for further information, just visit our website or shoot us an email. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.